Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Exiled series. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let's get started by heading over to our power plant because I have some exciting news to show y'all. Last episode, we made our boat transportation. This episode, I'm going to show you that is actually up and running because look at the speed of our crankshafts. Because if we go over here, you're going to notice something different about our last boiler. It's that it is all lit up. They are provided heat to the blaze cages. And we can look at our boiler status, and this is level 9. Level 9 is actually the maximum level you can have with using lava as the heating source. I believe it does go up to level 18 if you use the blaze cakes. Let's go have a look. Oop, that's why I didn't find it. Some blaze cakes. There it is. It doesn't look too bad, you just have to provide lava to it, but let's look at what these blade cakes bases take. Eggs, sugar, and sunflower for netherrack. And netherrack is not a convenient source to get. It looks like we're gonna have to. I don't even know how that makes sense. I've never seen that give netherrack, but I guess I've never done the ore itself. Is there anything else that will do it? I guess just nether items, of course. But there's no way to infinitely make that in the overworld. Besides mining it. So, that's not a great infinite source of energy. But lava is. Lava we can get a lot of. And let me show you how. Let's hop over to our starting location, which is the nether. All aboard! Oh! That's new. Was I not seated? I don't recall. That would be the only explanation why I got launched out into our container here. But like I said, here, whoa, no, I was. I just clicked shift. And I teleported over to the seat. That's an interesting glitch. But here we are in the nether, guys. As I've shown off this before, we have a hose going down into the infinite. You see the bottomless supply in orange there. Infinite supply of lava in the nether. It is getting pumped out. We got a windmill spinning up, creating 1,000 stress units. Increasing that speed, I believe that is max speed. Maybe that's only 180. I don't think it's actually stepped up here at all. Yeah, that looks like half speed. But we are running both the hose and this pump. Ooh. Hi, guy. I think you guys saw the gas there a second ago. That would have been bad if you saw us. Don't look at us. But anyways, that gets pumped up. Some go into this container. That's mostly for looks. Currently not doing anything. Going into this adapter that then connects to our train, which already departed without us. Anyways, here we are catching up with our train. You can see we have another adapter here that when the train goes to the train station, it connects. We have one windmill up there, which is creating, I believe, 512 stress units. I am speeding that up to 256 rotations per minute, RPM. And that then goes over here. Let's go check it out. I'm going to get on the roof. Oh, that's where those went. That makes sense now. Anyways, a little distracted. But anyways, that lava then gets sucked up here. Like I said, that speed is then translated through this conveyor belt over to this wheel that is spinning, pumping the lava through this and down to this container. Then from that container, we have the same process. We have that coming off here, out of the bottom. Doesn't actually do anything. But we have another windmill here that is spinning up to 42 RPM, which is not a whole lot. But our problem here isn't speed. We're not trying to get it off the train as fast as possible. We're actually trying to get the lava to be transported over a larger distance. So you'll see here is there's one fluid pump there, goes through, down, another pump here, which I am using the same shaft to power all these. Then another pump here, which just gets it enough to make it over to that adapter. All right. And what that adapter does is connects to our boat. So let me demonstrate that. All right, guys. So we just left the lava dock. We're in the top left corner here. We are making our way around to the lava island. And there we go. So it made its way around to the lava island. You see how these adapters then connect up. Even though it's at a 45-degree angle, it still attaches. And it is filling up with lava now. That lava is pumping around. I don't think I can see how many units is in it right now, but I promise it is getting filled up. At some point we will see these with lava in them. At least they should demonstrate that. And once they are full, they will then go back over to the mining island. Alright guys, it looks like the boat has finally made its way back around to the mining island, or factory island, whichever way you want to look at it. And it is docked here, connected to one of those fluid ports again. We have a girder hanging across here representing that it is holding up our fluid pipes. That lava is getting transported through those fluid pipes into the wall here. I'm going to have to go a little cheaty spectator or free cam, whatever which way you want to look at it. We got a speed controller in here. What the speed controller is doing is speeding this up to about probably 64 RPM. The lava is getting pumped out over here, across the ceiling here, into our fluid container, also known as our reserves. We need that because when the boat is off over there at the lava island, we still need a lava supply on this island. So while that's gone, hopefully this 144 buckets will continue powering our system, which I know that is more than enough. But let's continue. So we have a speed controller here. That speed controller is adding another pump. That is pumping lava out up here and into our system here. Now let me talk about this system. So a few things you can observe. We have two mechanical arms. These mechanical arms, if we look at them with a wrench, this one, as of right now, is going to change, is putting lava to all of these blaze burners. You can see that highlighted with yellow. I can go away when I look away. But if we look down here in our bottom left, it is actually picking lava buckets just like this and putting them in. Then that lava bucket gets picked up here, then put in down here. Looks like all those blaze burners are burning out at the same time, so we actually get to see these. Are pretty cool. But yes, picks it up here, distributes the lava, then it goes into this chute, where that chute just distributes that bucket back on the conveyor belt. We have a certain amount of buckets, because there's only a certain amount of spaces on this belt. As it comes around, it goes under this. It says fluid container. That's not what it's called. I can't think of the name right now, but it basically just fills up the buckets. Then it transports back over here. We have another mechanical arm that will pick up buckets as well. Put them in all of these burners once we need more additional power. And then just puts the buckets back. But the crazy part is we really don't need a large supply of lava. So even though this boat is going around for us constantly, I'm actually not worried about running out of lava. Because I did a little experiment. Each time that mechanical arm puts lava, one bucket, into these blaze burners, that blaze burner will burn for 15 minutes. So really, 9 times, what is that, 3? We got 27 burners here. We need 27 buckets per 15 minutes. So times 4, whatever you got there. I'm not going to do the math. But it's not a crazy amount of lava per hour. With how our kind of system's running here, we could actually probably crank that up quite a bit. But do we need to? The answer is no, because if we head back up, what is this boiler creating? It's 147,000 stress units. If we go look at one of our machines, let's go to our machine factory here. Let's see, what's the first thing we can look at? You know, these grindstones here. Each one of these are taking 2,000 stress units, and that is at maximum speed. That is 256 RPM. So if that takes 2,000, so it's 4,000 there. Okay, I mean we can get, you know, adding up pretty fast. But if we hop back over, you know, let me just cheaty cam this. How many stress units are we actually using with only running that one boiler? And it says we only have 53,000 stress units capacity. I'm gonna have to check that out. That doesn't math correctly. Do we have it connected? Yes, of course it's connected. Why is it only saying we're creating... You know, maybe I'll have to go look at it again. But, we're only using, as of now, this is 29%. So we have low stress network right now. So, nothing to worry about there. The other component I wanted to show you guys of this system, we're going to have to go under again, is, you know, these boilers require heat. I showed you how they get heat. Before I've shown you how to get water, but I revised that system a little bit here. So it has actually taken some of that stress units down and over. I'm speeding that up to 256 RPM. We got 3 pumps here that's pumping up water continuously for the boilers. So even though this one has more than enough, you know, even this one has more than enough just from one pump alone. So I could probably turn that speed down in all reality. But we are still creating 147,000 stress units. You know what? That's actually a good point. Let me go look. I think I might have found out. Yes, so it's each one of these arms, these, oh man, what do they call these? Let's go find those and create. Not that. Here. It's the steam engines. Okay. So each one can only create, it looks like 16,000 stress units. So we're actually going to have to add more cranks to this, more steam engines to this. But like I said, I'm not hurting for power. I'm only using 26%. So I hope that kind of helps y'all if you guys are going to be building this system at all, on how kind of you can recreate, or not recreate, how you can, what's the right word, create an infinite loop here, create a machine that will give you infinite amount of lava buckets, because you can't just pump lava straight into these blaze burners. So you can use those mechanical arms to distribute those and then put them back, and you can see how you can hose over a long distance, which is not convenient, but it is better than hosing all the way across from the lava island. But what does that mean? It means we need to build. We've done a lot of kind of mechanical things behind the scenes that need to be done, getting resources. But I do want to start building again, because we haven't built in 2 episodes. We need to finish up our house over there, or at least get that going a little bit more. We need to build up our lava island dock. I would say this side looks fine. I don't think we need any building there. But before we get that going, I do want to show you guys, if you did notice, this system is a little bit different. Now I have a double chest with a conveyor belt pulling out of a brass funnel, whichever device it is. That is doing the same system, but you can actually put the grindstones level. If you look, there is a shaft connecting two of these boxes, whatever you want to call them. Doesn't really matter. But grindstones are on those, and it does work in a horizontal plane. And I'm gonna go demonstrate you why that was important. Alright guys, so I got a full inventory of crushable items here. I'm going to distribute those. I'm going to distribute the ores first into our chest here. And what that does is you'll see a certain amount of items come out on the conveyor belt, but only when they are requested. So we're not going to have any problems with ores getting lost anymore. We have stacks of 16 getting shot out per. If we hop up here, then once that grindstone can complete, the belt is clear here, then it will suck out more items to get processed. Back here you've seen before, it's still chaotic as it has been, but you see how fast things are working. These are just getting distributed. I don't need XP orbs, so those are just getting dumped. But it is a very fast process because we got this going at max RPMs. But anyways, guys, let's get building.